we'll see. The Louisiana Tech Bulldogs taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Hold on, my stream ain't working, man. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. Alright, you can kick it off. I'm gonna pause when we get... Unless I could set it up while we were chilling right here.
Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway.
Don't kick it off to him, man. Don't kick it off to him. Don't kick it off to him, man. Don't kick it off to him. Oh.
Offense working from the pistol. Rides the back on the option, the give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I hope you did your research on Josh Dallas. Wow. Wow.
Second down, now it's third down.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball.
You betcha, bro.
The game's over. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive.
Yep, it is.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot.
Oh!
Missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes
hey, you're gonna be sick when he gets that, bro.
To really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Penn State South, bro. Oh shit! Don't be run committed, man.
So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw.
What the fuck? Wow.
Third and long situations are really hard.
I know, it was wide open, bro. That's ridiculous.
It's a fake.
Oh.
And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the.
Were you in safe, man? You were, huh?
They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't.
You like my stadium, bro?
You always wonder why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play.
Don't go away.
4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like,
Is that Jalen Hurts?
downhill, when you see an opening, a lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
He ain't making that.
And we are not going to complain.
He ain't making that.
The quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Oh, punt, man. Yeah, man, take your punt, man.
How that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
Yeah, you can actually. Actually, it's 4th and 2, or actually, yeah, I think it's 4th and 2 or less, but you could go for it. I don't give a fuck. Throw that!
Complete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house.
Don't be run committing, bro.
Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job.
Oh!
The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone
nope. He's still in, man. Just saw that.
Holding it, he was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about this? It's the strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell. Saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
Fuck up, B! First down!
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
Nope, I did it.
The give to the tailback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? To the air on second down. Rushes on him.
Wow, that was a touchdown.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect.
You know what's coming, bro?
He's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like,
no!
Protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
I'm playing. Don't worry, I am.
Took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth.
Money.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that?
Is he X?
Good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Second down coming up.
They're watching your stream. They don't want to hear us yap, man.
Out of the shotgun, they go.
Hell nah.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to
Good.
the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get up.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Ware. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Playing the option men, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And the Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, he got loose. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The inside handoff. Nice move there. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trying play action. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll move the tight end. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. It's great to have a running threat at quarterback, but he's got to take care of the ball once he gets into traffic, and he didn't there.
He does, Reese, and he's a guy that is going to get a lot of opportunities to carry the football in this game because of the speed and because of his open field running ability, but you're right. You've got to be better with your ball security. This defense, when they see the quarterback running, they start getting excited. That's a guy they feel they can rip the ball away from. They did right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Eagles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They send the tight end in motion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point...
There he goes! All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Try to get it to the edge. Past the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Working the middle. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Carpenter. Got his man quickly. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. Is third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays.
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play, and you could tell he knew exactly where he was, got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ware. Now, I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds a man on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll run the option. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming, but they'll need to convert 3rd and 9 to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They want to run this quarterback. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going for the marker on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech 1st down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still turning it on. Corral, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Forced out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a huge play. Makes a grab right down the middle. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to catch them napping, fake spike, and now he'll throw it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special. And some...
The ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All out of space. He's at the touchdown, Eagles. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity given the...
It's caught. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Number 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll go out of bounds at the 41, and that's the kind of return you look for to spark your offense. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Now on the option. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Eagles! And the route is on.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter, he's the pitch man, nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 1st and 10 from the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Fires to the right. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read.
Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Finds a little space. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And they'll take over 1st and 10. On
the option. Quick toss. just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a man. It's Fox. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Lots of running room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
A designed run for the quarterback. The ball scores free. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Got enough for the first. Inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Eagles. He ran through tackles like... through a sieve.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Northwestern is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Evanston. They're trailing by 14 to...
Time to take a shot. Snags it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that...
Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse.
That keeps the score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. After that last fake, I think we know why he's a punter. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Fox. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And it jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let him make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to him, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Gilbert. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Throws to the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Maddox. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This time he does. Get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Maddox. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Gashing the D on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Caught over the middle. It's Booth. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Fox. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
At this point in the game, in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got enough for the first. And he's still running after the move. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion.
65. Louisiana Tech, 41.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Wide receiver going in motion. Here comes the option. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. At the 35, he's open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Fox. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around harassing.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were.
And he muffs it. It's loose. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Maddox. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Maddox. Fights off the defender. Strong, firm tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there. Taking a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great.
When they're cornering the market on fakes, here comes another one. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. The short hands, it's Booth. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Here's a throw downfield late. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.